how to overcome objections, challenges, problems, doubts, how to see where they're coming from. But your problems are your own. So start with yourself. Peace. It's Travis Sotowell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. We're talking about stepping into or stepping forward as a leader. The one who goes first. The one who is out in front. That's what a leader is. Bottom line. And being a leader yourself. Starting in the mind. The mentality of a leader. And that taking the responsibility for yourself. How do we overcome our internal objectives, our internal resistances? We all have different concepts. We talk about, it's a monumental book for me, for leaders, for people that need to understand themselves so they can really be masters of themselves. It's How Emotions Are Made by Lisa Barrett. Talk about it starts with our concepts, what we've taken in and what we're holding on to as far as ideas, our experiences. And then we judge it by whether it makes us calm or agitated, or whether we feel pleasant or unpleasant. This is an objection, right? This is the heart of it. We object, we resist things that make us feel agitated and or unpleasant. And of course, there's a scale. We can say a percentage, 1 to 100, what have you. And if you're not already on the path, you're not continuously developing yourself, and then you're going to be highly resistant and objective towards change. All of us are resistant to some extent to change. Change is always a crisis because change always comes down to we're changing from being calm to being agitated, and we're changing from something pleasant to being unpleasant. That's what change is. And we're going to object to that internally. Sometimes externally. Go cry, complain, moan and groan. What we need to do is work on saying, okay, yes, there are times that things are going to be agitating and unpleasant. However, in the long run, we're making this change because ultimately it's going to come right back around to where this unpleasantness is going to be pleasant and this agitation is going to be calm, because we're going to grow. We're going to develop. We're going to step and walk towards developing a skill set. We're going to step and walk to where we want to be. We're going to move away from where we're at. That comfort that we can find. It's what I've been meditating on right now. The calm piece in our mind and our mental concepts is really being comfortable. And being comfortable is like being dead. You're not moving. As I say, you're either moving forward or you're moving back. So if you're calm, you're comfortable, you're backsliding. So these things, really, I had to learn. The hardest lesson I've learned in the past handful of years was just because I was more advanced than some in one area of my life, I think the assumption I had, the thing that was giving me nice and pleasant feelings and keeping me calm, was that I thought that just meant my whole person was good. But if we just broke it down to the four accounts of knowledge, which is a mental account, emotions being our activation account, our drive account, our physical, the material, world, that being our expertise account, our experience, and our soul, that being our belief account. And that really, what I was so proud of was my knowledge. And really, I wouldn't even say, well, I would say it was knowledge. I wouldn't say it was wisdom. So I had a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. There are 3 other accounts. I had 25% that I was so proud of. Mind you, why? Because other people out here are doing what? Nothing. They doing 5%, 10%, 15%. At best, they're doing 25%. And then even some of the top people in the world are only doing, up to 50%. There's rarely people that are doing something in all 4 accounts, right? They're doing 100%. And then once you get to 100% today, what's good today isn't what was great yesterday, right? If I keep doing the same thing day in, day out, then I'm just getting comfortable again. But I had grown so used to just gaining knowledge and feeling good about that, didn't have action behind my words, didn't have action behind my knowledge. But it started with eating that. It started with, I needed to know more about myself. And it started in a big way with my emotional account, especially after I had been sober for years, right? That would be a big step with the physical account, right? Getting sober, changing my habits, doing differently. But I wasn't where I wanted to be. And then emotionally, that's what I had to deal with. I had a drive to do something and be something bigger. But then I hadn't worked enough on my soul account because I still had doubt. My beliefs were doubtful. I didn't have confidence, which comes out of filling up the belief account, the soul account. So it was when it got too uncomfortable, it got more painful for me to stay where I was than to change. That's when I began to start making moves. Begin to tapping into who I was and what I wanted. And I gave myself permission to walk that journey and continue to walk that journey today. And it hasn't been all good all the time. There's been struggles, there's been challenges. And those struggles and challenges have been within me. This is how we continue to overcome our internal objections. So what are you working on today? And how are you overcoming yourself to be the leader that I know you are? See you on the other side. It's Travis Odewell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.